I just ordered a rope off of Amazon. Holy shit. This is about to get wild. And the crazy part is, this is a very active community, it seems like, because if you scroll down, a lot of these threads are from today, maybe yesterday, the latest. And look at all these replies. This is like a string of replies from so many different users. And the crazier part is that you can't find these incel forms on Google. If you try, it's not going to show up. Like you're going to have to like really dig for this stuff. But I found it thanks to the power of TikTok. I found it. And now we're going to look at some of these threads and take a deeper dive into the incel community by starting with the thread that I just read out loud because this dude apparently just ordered a rope off of Amazon, which is absolutely wild. And there's a screenshot of it too. Let's see if we can look at this. Oh my god. This is an actual rope and it's in pounds. So this guy's hailing from the UK. Wow. This It's not my preferred method, but it's the cheapest and simplest. I still live with my parents, so I have to be discreet. I'll practice with it and see if it's feasible. I'm a pussy, so probably not. My preferred method is carbon monoxide. Oh my god. This guy's been thinking about it for a while. I mean, the problem with the incel community is that a lot of people are thinking this way, like for real, for reals. But for that, I'll need a barbecue and a tent, which I'm assuming this guy probably doesn't have a job. Or if he does, he doesn't get paid a whole lot. And barbecue with a tent's probably like what, a couple $100, I would say, or quid, as the Brits would say it. I'm a bit of an agoraphobe and never leave the house, so things are tricky. Sadly, I've lived myself into a corner, and this is the only solution. Now let's look at some of the replies here. Interesting first post. Thanks. I'm only here because I have no friends, speak to nobody, and get banned from anywhere else. Yeah, a lot of incels have no friends and speak to nobody. You're killing three people at the same time, basically, if you do it in their. Oh. Oh, gotcha. I get it. I get it. Because even if you're not literally deleting them, they're still gonna be so upset to the point where, they might as well end it, right? God. I wonder if YouTube's going to even let this video go through, but I guess we'll find out. Jesus Christ. Don't worry, I wouldn't do it at home. I'll go out into the woods to do it. Ideally, I'd like to move out first. I mean, moving out just to fucking delete yourself is kind of a big move, especially in the UK, because I'm pretty sure the cost of living is pretty fucked in the UK. But when you think about it, the cost of living is fucked in the whole world. Doesn't matter if you're in a low cost of living area, because if you're in a low cost of living area, well, guess what? The wages are probably low too. So yeah, but that's not here or there. That's a different topic for a different time. We're here to talk about incels and take a deeper look into why they're so depressed. There's some of these threads, as they say. But yeah, first post and already roping because I guess this was this guy's first pro. And then this poster, this guy has 3,000 posts. My method would be the helium tank and gas mat. Oh, Jesus Christ. You got veterans coming in here thinking about giving ideas because they're obviously thinking about it. That's how messed up these incels are. Like that's how crazy it is. Like people are given their own suggestions on how to delete himself. I'd really prefer drowning or overdosing though. Holy shit. God. That is crazy. This is just this thread. We're starting off with an absolute banger, chat. Absolute fucking banger. What the hell? Look, just wait a month. This form might help you. Don't rope. ER. God. That's crazy. All right, let's move on to the next thread. That's absolutely unhinged. All right, so let's see. Let's find out. Do you absolutely have no interest in romance? A lot of guys on here talk about how badly they want a girlfriend to come home to after work, cuddle with on the couch during a movie, hold hands with while walking through the park, and kiss the lips and body while having sex. But for me, I'm not into that shit. The only thing I want is to use a woman's body for my pleasure, and when I'm finished, I want her out of my sight. I find it very strange seeing guys here desperately wanting a woman to cuddle, kiss, and hold hands with, and get jealous and depressed when they see another man get those things because I feel absolutely nothing at all. How do you bro cells feel? This is actually an interesting take because I feel like a lot of guys, even the ones who get women, feel this way to an extent, right? I mean, I've had phases where I only wanted to have sex with the girls that I was seeing and not have any intentions of pursuing anything deeper than that. So I completely get where he's coming from, but the reason why incels want somebody to cuddle and hold hands with is because incels don't even get that, right? They like that's why they're incels, right? They're involuntarily celibate, which means, they want the connection, but nobody wants to date them. And because they've never had it, they want to experience it at least one time, which if that makes sense, it should make sense. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where the grass is always greener on the other side, and since they haven't gotten to go to the other side essentially, they fantasize about even just holding hands and cuddling because that's a nice feeling too, right? And even if you're just looking for casual relationship, you're still getting the cuddling and the hand holding part, even if you have no intention of dating the woman that you're sleeping with in the long term. So it makes a little sense, but yeah, wow. This is like borderline pickup artist shit right there. On an incel form of all things. I want romantic, cute love. Oh, fucking anime avatar. I want to puke already. But anyways, it's only a thing in anime and Disney animated movies. Real life foids. Oh god. I feel ashamed that I know the term foid, but foid is basically incel black pill slang for female. Only care for tingles in their vagina or for using a guy somehow. Sex is good, but I just want a foid to love me more, as well as to tell me nice things. I mean, there's not a whole lot of girls that are gonna tell you nice things. That shit's just in the movies, my friend. In the movies and anime. I think that's another problem with the incel community is that a lot of them are too into anime. So their views on a proper love life all comes from the shit they see on anime with the main character and their love interests and all that. God, see. Oh shit, that's a fucking avatar. What the hell? Well, it's no wonder these guys are incels when they think avatars like this are funny. I want unwavering loyalty and subservience than a genuine subservience. This guy's like fucking borderline red pill. There's like some red pill shit. Subservience. That shit's cringe as hell too. Like when people say they're looking for a submissive woman, that shit's fucking cringe as hell. Whether it's an incel, whether it's a regular guy, whether it's a fucking red pillar, or even if a blue pillar says that, that shit's fucking cringe as hell, and you should avoid that. I'm almost 30, and the idea of me getting a girlfriend or love is so colossally unlikely that I don't want it anymore. My odds of winning millions in the lottery are much better than getting a decent girlfriend or any girl for that matter. And that's the scary part too, right? Is that a lot of these guys are, in their 30s and even 40s and haven't gotten any play, which is fucking wild. It always makes me wonder what they look like because I feel like for most of these guys, if they were to just be a little more confident, go to the gym, fix their diet, I'm sure they can easily, as they say, look smacks their way out of being an incel, so to speak. But the longer you wait, then the harder it's going to be. And this guy's approaching 30 and he hasn't even taken the first steps, so it's a problem. That's a problem, mate. I want to fuck. There's nothing besides sex that women can offer. This is such a red pilled take. Oh god, and he's got the NATO icon. NATO does not start wars, NATO ends wars. What the these avatars, dude. These avatars. These are some interesting people. I'm not gonna lie. Some interesting people. Let's go on to another thread. Starting to run a little short on time here. A Foyd's 2026 cut list. So remember, a Foyd is incel slang for female, and I can't believe I know that. So yeah, it's a little embarrassing. Well, let's see. It's a TikTok. It's a
So here's
TikTok.
our 2026 cut list because 2025 was definitely one for the books, and we're running a strict type program over here this year, okay? So let's just get right into it. If you're not over 6 foot, you're cut. If you have no job, you're cut. If you have no car, you're cut. If you don't open doors for me, you're cut. If you have your exes on socials, you're cut. If you have any type of communication with your exes, you are cut. If you live paycheck to paycheck, you're cut. Because I already do that and I don't need you doing that too. Okay, so you're cut. If you sleep all day long, you're cut. If you yell at me, you're cut. Don't even raise your voice at me because you will be cut. If you're nonchalant, you're cut. If you're too chalant, you're cut. If your only hobby is smoking and drinking, you're cut. If you trip and fall in front of me, you're cut. Because I will have an ick when I look at you for the
Okay.
rest of my life. So you're cut. If you own skinny jeans, you're cut. If you don't know how to dress, you're cut. If you're illiterate, you're cut.
Okay.
Know the difference between your
Fair.
yours and your theirs.
Oh,
Okay?
that's a
Or you
fair
will be
one.
cut. If you have a girl best friend, cut. If your words and actions don't align, you'll be cut. If you don't play basketball or football, you're cut. If you go out too
Jesus
much, you're cut.
Christ.
If you don't go out at all, cut. If you disrespect my friends, you're cut. If you can't make me laugh, you're cut. If you turn your location off at any point while we're talking or dating, girls, say it with me, you are cut. If you lie,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
cut.
This has to
If
be
you tell
rage
me what I
bait.
can and can't wear, you're cut. If your best friend cheats
Wow.
on his girlfriend, you're cut because you are who you hang out with. If you're active and you leave me undelivered, you're cut. If you disrespect adults, I don't care if it's my parents, your parents, teachers, anybody, you're cut.
Okay,
If
fair.
you can't apologize to me, you're cut. And if you don't have a relationship with God, say it with me, cut.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. So, wow. That might have made me a little incel pilled over there, as they say it, because most of those expectations are absolutely fucking wild. I'm sure most of it was rage bait, but some of them are reasonable, right? Like, for example, the one where what's the best way to explain it? The one where you should be respectful to all adults, right? That one's pretty reasonable, right? Within reason. What else is there? If you smoke, whatever, that one's pretty reasonable. But the nonchalant and the chalant thing, it's like if you're nonchalant, you're cut. If you're too chalant, you're cut. Like, what the fuck? That makes absolutely no sense. Like, come on. Like that's pretty nuts. But most of it was rage bait. That can't be a real list. If you have this forehead, you're cut. I have a pretty big forehead myself, so I guess I'm screwed in that regard. But I've had some success in the dating world, even with my big ass forehead. So it's not necessarily the end of the world. Holy subfot. She'd be rotting here if she were born as a man. I mean, the giant forehead, right? But then again, I have a giant forehead and I do okay for myself. Jesus Christ. Oh, I just noticed this app. Oh God, this avatar up here. It's no wonder. It's no wonder, man. That's why they're incels in the first place, because they think shit like this is funny. Like, Jesus, they think shit like this is funny. Let's see. Cut list for oh, I don't know what that means. LTN, MTN. Chad can hit her, shit her, piss on her, and she will still be obedient. Let's play this real quick.
I'm not like him. I'll never be like him.
Oh, I guess it's just a face video of some fucking guy who uses his fucking hammer to fix his cheekbones and shit like that. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Bulbasaur. My thoughts exactly. If you're nonchalant, you're cut. If you're too chalant, you're cut. Just hit my imaginary perfect spot in the middle. But you don't have to call her the W word. If you don't have a relationship with God, not as bad as my forehead. Oh God. I mean, big forehead club. If you're not taller than my forehead, you're cut. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that is some wild stuff. All right. So we're getting to around the 15-minute mark or so. Trying to keep it short and sweet this time. But I think we're going to take another look at this because there's some interesting discussions going on here. So stay tuned for the next one. I might be doing more of these incel form deep dives.